What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, on my lifted truck right here, I have the Quadzilla Adrenaline with iQuad Plus, but on my other truck, the white one over there, I don't really have a good tuner on it. Currently right now, I only have this Diablo Sport Power Puck, and it only gives me like 60 horsepower, and who wants only 60 horsepower? So I pretty much need a better tuner that does more than 60 horsepower, and there's a brand new tuner that came out last year by Edge, and it is the Edge Comp Box. So Edge and Quadzilla are pretty much direct competitors, so I'm gonna have both, so I'll let you guys know which one I like better. And the main part is gonna be if I like this Edge or not, because I absolutely love this Quadzilla. So we'll see if the Edge is better than the Quadzilla. So I made a TikTok video teasing that I got this for my truck, so let's go ahead and watch it. Alright, y'all, I finally got my hands on the new Edge Comp Box that came out last year, and I'm super excited to put it on my 24 valve Cummins and see how it does compared to the Quadzilla. I am not sponsored by this company, and this is not a sponsored video, so I do not really care if you buy it or not, and I'll give you my honest opinion if I like it or not and how it performs on my truck. Now, inside the box, the first thing we see is the module and the Bluetooth controller. The module is pretty much what you'll see from any type of tuner, but the new Bluetooth remote, something that's brand new with the tuner market, because most tuners do not have a remote like this, which I think is pretty cool because you can pretty much put it wherever you want, but we'll have to see how the connectability is because it is Bluetooth and it could give you some problems. Everything else in the box is pretty much standard. We got the wiring harness, and then we also have some zip ties. We got the boost elbow and a fusible link. Nothing in the directions tells you what the power levels are, but don't worry, I got you. Power level 1 is 40 horsepower, power level 2 is 60 horsepower, power level 3 is 80 horsepower, power level 4 is 100 horsepower, and power level 5 is 150 horsepower gain. Now that's all that's in the box, so definitely stay tuned for the install video when I put this on my 2001 Dodge Ram 2500 24 valve Cummins. So I'm super excited to get this on my truck, so let's go ahead and install it. I'm not gonna go too in depth on the install because it is fairly simple. You're gonna hook up a map sensor, you're gonna hook up the data link, and power and ground. I think that's pretty much it. There's not really much to show you. If you guys don't know how to do that, just read the directions. So first things first is to take out this old Diablo Sport Power Puck, which is pretty much just the map sensor, 3 plugs, and this thing's out. Now with this Edge wiring, it's pretty much the same, but we have a pump tap for the VP44 and a power and ground wire. One thing I'm noticing about the Edge is in the wiring on the Quadzilla, you have wiring that you can do a fuel pressure, you can do oil temperature, you can do transmission temperature, oil pressure, and EGT. And this wiring doesn't have it. I think Edge is probably betting on you to buy their Edge CTS3, which is another like 450 bucks. So that's definitely a downside with this Edge, is it doesn't come with all those extra wires to monitor everything. So let's go ahead and install this. Basically what you're gonna do, you have a map sensor plug, you have a data link plug, you have a pump tap, you have a ground, and then you also have a power wire that gets ran into the cab. So basically you're gonna take one of the plugs for the map sensor, plug it into the engine, and then the other plug coming off of the Edge harness, you're gonna plug that into the stock wiring for the map sensor. The data link, if you don't have a programmer already, there's probably a dummy plug on it. Just take that dummy plug off and then plug the Edge harness into that data link. The pump tap is pretty simple. Take off the apps, go ahead and find your top pump wire, put that posi tap on there, twist it on, you're good to go. The ground, you're gonna attach it to the grid heater ground that's by the intake horn. And then finally, the power wire, you're gonna run that into the cab and attach it to fuse 9. Just like that, we're all ready to go. So here is the stock boost elbow. As you can see, that hole that allows the boost to the wastegate is big. This one is super tiny, so it's gonna give you a little bit more boost out of your stock turbo. It shouldn't push too much, so you have to worry about head studs, but if you guys do have a bigger turbo and you guys are wanting to push a lot of power, obviously you guys know you're gonna wanna get head studs. All right, now that everything is done, power is hooked up, we have to pair the Bluetooth controller that controls your power levels. Go ahead and turn the key to the run accessory position. Give it power. I'm gonna hold this next to it. This thing takes a long time to pair. Damn, dude. All right, finally paired, I think. Yep, there we go. So level 5, go down, level 4, 3, 2, 1. That's probably off, I guess. I don't know. But we got this Bluetooth remote paired, so now we're ready to start the truck. I'm gonna be a little bit discreet with it, and I'm gonna put it inside of my center console. That way. Got my power levels right here. Got it right there. I can change it. And when I close the lid, you don't even know that I have a programmer in here. All right, let's go ahead and open the app up and see if we can get the app on your phone to connect. Detected as the first time connecting this module. You may need to update, blah, blah, blah. We'll hit continue. Now it's probably gonna go through its update and everything like that. I do not have an account, so I'm gonna have to make an account real quick. All right, there we go. Checking updates. Right now, it is showing power level 4 on my phone and on the Bluetooth device. Okay, it is looking like you can only control the levels of tune. I guess you can probably edit these, and you can set boost fueling, more fueling, and timing. So with the Quadzilla, you can actually like use it as a monitor. So you can use your phone like the Edge CTS2, which I have an Edge CTS2 or Edge CTS3. This was my first Edge product, and like 2 months after I got it, the screen stopped working, so I couldn't even change anything. Sometimes it'll work when it's plugged in, sometimes it's not. But you can actually, I guess you can hook this Edge CTS2 up to the Edge comp box and use this as a screen. So Quadzilla definitely gets a higher rating on functionality because you can actually use your phone and the Quadzilla as a monitoring device, and you don't have to buy an extra product that's $450 to use the screen to monitor everything if you don't have gauges. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this truck up, and we'll take it for a drive. See how fast it takes to open the app. Definitely a lot slower than the Quadzilla. So there we go. PW status, I'm not even sure what that is. Pump tapped correctly. Okay, so I guess just a button to see if the pump is tapped. Engine coolant temp protectant. I don't even know. We'll go ahead, we'll pull up the app. We'll use the app to change it. Seeing that my camera's right here and I don't want to keep opening up this lid. But so I am used to about 60 horsepower in this truck, which is level 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on level 2 right now, and then we'll bump it up from there. So we'll see if level 2 feels like how this truck usually drives. Man, this thing still needs more damn power steering fluid. It was probably so dry that like I put it in the reservoir, but it wasn't actually in the pump. Damn. It doesn't even feel like I have a tune on right now. Feels like I have no tune. So I have something messed up, obviously, if it feels like I have no tune. I need to pull over and see what I messed up, because it's not driving how it should with the tuner. I felt a little something on power level 3 when I changed it on the Bluetooth controller. I felt a little something, but not much. now we got something. Past like 2,000 RPMs, it jumps up. Sorry about the angle, y'all. All right, now I'm feeling something. It's definitely better than before. Boost is kicking in right there, so I'm getting a little bit extra fueling. So this is power level 3, and it's supposed to be, I think, 80 horsepower. Oh, damn, I need to get a better camera mount because I'm trying to use a tripod and it's just falling over. So power level 3 definitely feels a lot better than the tuner that I used to have, the Diablo Sport. It definitely feels a whole lot better, but it's only kicking in. I need to change where it fuels for the boost because it's pushing like 1,800 RPM before it's even fueling. So, yeah, but level 3 is feeling good. So let's go ahead and change it to level 4, which I think is I don't even know. I'm gonna have to check. Level 4 is 100 horsepower. So let's go ahead and change. I'm gonna change it on the remote instead of the app because for some reason the app doesn't want to work. I don't know. So the app is now on level 4. Let's see if it can't kick in the boost fueling before 1,800 RPM. So it's definitely working. I mean, I'm pushing 75 miles an hour right now. You can definitely feel the power when you get over 2,000 RPM. When it hits 2,000 RPM, it just just fuels. So I'm definitely gonna have to mess around with the power levels. I'm gonna change them up a little bit to change where they fuel, change where they time, and yeah. I mean, right now it's just feeling like a truck with a tuner. Nothing really too exciting. I don't know the horsepower rating on my truck right now. I'm not on a dyno, so I don't know how much horsepower it's actually gaining me. But definitely, if you guys are looking to get a tuner, make sure the first thing you do is have a fuel pump. AirDog, Fast, whatever it is, aftermarket fuel pump, make sure you have it because these programmers can make your truck run at like 2 PSI of fuel pressure right to the VP, and that is bad. You don't want to do that to your VP. You want to have significant fuel pressure. You want at least like 12 minimum. Like if you guys have a programmer. Mine is running like 16 right to the VP. Any extra fuel that it's getting is just sending it back to the tank, but as long as the VP has fuel, it is cooling it. The diesel is cooling the pump, so you want to have good fuel pressure, good fuel volume, gallons per hour, and yeah, so it's a little slow on the downshift to 5th gear, and that's partly because, like I've been saying, it's fueling at 2,000 RPM. So if I'm not like right at 2,000 RPM, it's going to take a second to jump. But the turbo is definitely sounding really good. I'll tell you what, I can hear it as soon as it's fueling right now at 1,900 RPM. And it's I can just hear the whistle. I can just hear the whistle going. It sounds sick as hell. If I had someone with me, I would have them hop out and record me going past, but I don't. So I'm gonna flip around right here. here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. Oh, I missed that shift. Damn. Damn, I missed that 5th shift. You always got to be careful on the MV5600. 5th, if you go too far and go up, that's reverse. So like, but damn. All right, let me go from 2nd gear and we'll do a pull. I'm not gonna do a crazy pull because this is a brand new transmission, but we'll see if we can't get something. See if I can't miss 5th gear again. And I missed 3rd. This thing can get it. This thing can definitely get it in power level 4. I don't know if I want to go to power level 5 or not. Should I? Should I go to power level 5? Let's just do it. Power level 5, 150 horsepower gain. Oh, I don't want to do a pull right in front of someone's house. Alright, it's definitely fueling a lot sooner. So I definitely felt it fueling at like 1500 RPM. 1400, 1500. Literally, if you guys have a tuner, just always put it on level 5. Like, who cares? You guys blow your transmission, automatic transmission is whatever. I have a quiet dual disc clutch, so this thing is rated for like 550 or 650 horsepower. And I know with stock injectors and a stock turbo, I'm not even close to that. So I'm not even worried about this clutch. We'll do a pull. See if I cannot, let's see if I actually can hit every single gear. Oh, I keep missing 3rd, damn. I'm missing 3rd gear. But this tuner actually, it feels really nice. For, I think, 120 bucks less than the Quadzilla. I still think it doesn't get brownie points for not being able to use your phone as a monitor like the Quadzilla. I have mine hooked up to oil temp, fuel pressure, and boost and EGT, I think. So I can literally monitor everything on my phone. So that's where the Quadzilla gets a plus. I still have to play around with this edge and mess with the timing and boost fueling and all that other stuff. Right now, it rolls a little bit of coal. You can definitely feel the torque, especially when I let off. Doesn't roll a whole lot of coal, I'll tell you what. Here are my thoughts on the new Edge Comp box that came out last year. As a programmer, just a standalone programmer, I think it does the job. I definitely felt a lot of power on level 5. You can definitely feel the torque especially when I let off in between gears. I can definitely feel the torque gain that it has. As a competitor to the Quadzilla, Quadzilla is probably 10 times better than this, just because on this you can change the tunes, but you can only change 3 things on it. On the Quadzilla, you have way more stuff you can change, and you can literally make that tune specifically what you want. I haven't messed with it on the Edge, but if I click on edit, it only comes up with 3 things. It has boost fueling, and timing. The Quadzilla has a ton more stuff than that. So as a comparison to the Quadzilla, I would say the Quadzilla is definitely better, a better tuner, especially for like $100 more. Definitely buy the Quadzilla. To get monitoring on this, you'd have to buy their Edge CTS 3, which is like another $450. So you're looking at like $1,100 for a tuner, when you can get the Quadzilla for like $830. Other than that, for a tuner, that first drive, I liked it. I'm not saying go run and pick this thing up right away, because I do like the Quadzilla better, but for $700, I think this is a decent tuner to pick up for your truck. But there it is, y'all. That was the new Edge comp box. I definitely like it. I like the power gains, but there is some downsides compared to the Quadzilla. But if I personally was gonna go get a programmer for my 2nd gen, I would definitely opt for the Quadzilla, because it has a lot more features compared to the Edge. But thank y'all for watching. Definitely stay tuned for more videos, 2nd gen content, and we'll see you in the next one. Dippindiesel.